Hey everybody, this is the second video on this Monday afternoon now, so good afternoon. Before we start with the Eagles signing of Donnell Ellerbe, which is a good pickup for to replace some of our injury issues at linebacker, um, and then talk about the Sixers predictions. I would like to congratulate Colin Kaepernick on winning the GQ Citizen of the Year. Um, he fought for what he believed in, and even though it hurt him in the money category, um, he still put his heartfelt effort out there and still is in fighting for what he believes in, just more behind the scenes now. But the dude had 16 touchdowns and only 4 picks last year, so obviously he's better than most of the backups in the league and a few of our starters that are currently playing. But enough on statistics on him. Just congratulations on winning your well-deserved Citizen of the Year to Colin Kaepernick. Um, and then also a 9-time All-Star, 435 career home runs, Roberto Clemente Award recipient, and a guy who was always there building schools, building things in Puerto Rico. Carlos Beltran has announced his retirement. Congratulations to him on a fantastic career and on winning the World Series with the Astros and going out on top. Can't go out any better. Now getting to the Eagles and Sixers. The Eagles signed Donald Ellerbe, who won the Super Bowl with the Ravens. So he does have experience in the playoffs and going in the playoffs. He also is good statistical player. In 2009, he had 30 tackles and 7 assists in 13 games. In 2010, he had 1 sack, 22 tackles, 6 assists in 11 games. 2011, he had 14 tackles and 6 assists in 9. 2012, he had 66 tackles and 23 assists, one of his better seasons, got to his prime age. 2013, even better, 70 tackles and 31 assists. Then 2014, he had an injury issue. He only played 1 game. He had 2 tackles in it. 2015, he only played 6 games, but had 34 tackles and 5 assists, which is really good in that short amount of time. Then in 2016, he played 9 games. Again, injury issues, 34 tackles and 10 assists. But he, during his career, has been a pretty good inside linebacker and outside linebacker. He can move to kind of where you want to put him. So he is a good pickup for the Eagles because they always like having those versatile defenders, and that's exactly who he is. He can play inside, he can play outside. So a good move by Howie once again, who keeps making good small moves. And also it's a low risk, high reward because if you sign him and he gets injured or something, didn't pay him a lot. If you sign him and he does really good for the remaining weeks and helps us when we get into the postseason and further, and hopefully further, even better. So kudos to Howie for making that signing. Now, I'll look ahead to the Sixers and Clippers. I, not even just being biased towards obviously being a Sixers fan, but I think the Sixers should beat the Clippers because if you look at the Clippers, their assist per game leader is Blake Griffin, who, by the way, is their big man. Patrick Beverley only has 3 assists per game, and he's not going to play most likely with an injury. Lou Will, former Sixer, has 3.2. Milos Teodosic, however you say his name, has 4. But Blake leads them with 4.7 as a big man, so it's good to see that he can spread the ball as a big man. We ought to look out for that. But the amount of assists that the assist leader for the Clippers have is about half the assist leader for the Sixers. Ben Simmons has 7.8 assists. McConnell has 5.4, which is more than the second place person, which is more than the first place person, on the Clippers. And then J.J. Redick has 3.8, which is more than the third place person on the Clippers. So the Sixers are, as Steve Kerr said, we average the most passes per game. They really move the ball around and can cause troubles for the defense. And also, we did stay in the game for a decent amount of time against Golden State, which even their players admitted, and how talented and how fun and stuff it was to play against Joel and Ben and everybody. So we should fare well against the Clippers. And then if you go by points per game, The points per game guy averages more, being Blake averages 22.6. Lou Will averages 16.4 as the second place. Then it's Austin Rivers at 13.5. But not by much. Joel averages 19.8, and obviously inconsistent playing time, being taken in and out of the game. As KD said in post-game after the Sixers loss, it's hard when you're in and out of the game, and it's amazing how the dude still averages basically 20 points. Then Ben Simmons averages 17.4, which is more than the Clippers' second-place guy, who is Lou Will. Rocco averages 15.7, and Redick averages 15.8. So we have a more even balanced spread scoring, as the Clippers really mainly rely on Blake Griffin and then Lou Williams to come off of the bench typically. Maybe he'll start tonight because of their injury. I don't follow the Clippers, obviously, day in and day out. So they're 5-7. We're 6-6. After tonight, I think we'll be 7-6. And they'll be 5-8 because the Sixers have big guys down low to be able to stop Blake. He does have an outside shot now, but a little bit. But I think Joel, Rashawn Holmes, and even if we get off on a pick, Rocco can guard for a couple plays. A big guy, he's proven that over the years. I think we're set up nicely against this Clippers team. And we are going to go on and get a big W tonight to bounce back from our loss to Sacramento and then our kind of expected loss to the Golden State Warriors. So the Sixers will win tonight. And then, as I said in the Monday Night Football, I think the Dolphins will win tonight to upset the Panthers. So we'll see how that goes, but that's my prediction. I think the Dolphins will win. Have a great day, everyone. Peace.